Hi, before I get into anything, I just want to address, yes, I'm wearing a hat, and there is a reason for this. I grew my hair through lockdown, for whatever reason, I don't know. I wanted a new personality trait. I wanted to save on haircuts. For whatever reason I did, okay? And I've got a lot of abuse for it so far. I've taken everyone's comments on board now, and I didn't react in the best way, but I now finally have, and I just want to take this opportunity to just apologise really to absolutely non-ears, because the hair is staying, alright? Get used to it. Okay, it doesn't look that great now, but anyway, so the reason I'm here is I haven't really been active on most platforms. Instagram I got fed up of because I'm not doing anything exciting, so there's nothing to take a picture of. I don't really tweet. Facebook's dead. But the YouTube video, I did enjoy making the couple I made, so I thought I'd jump back in. I've been active on TikTok, that's all. You and me can write a bad romance. But today's video is inspired by my friend Mikey for Days. I'm just going to look at a track from my self-produced EP Second Wave that I released back in November that I made whilst I was self-isolating. And if you haven't seen the story behind that, you can watch the Hyphen show I did back then, documenting how crazy I went as every day passed. But this is a song called Rarity that, unlike the other 3 tracks, didn't exist at all until those 2 weeks commenced, and it happened quite fast and organically. I'm just going to open up the project, take you through it, show you the musical elements and how I got the lyrics together and the melodies, and just give you a bit of insight of how this all works and how this all works. Let's get into Rarity. Let's get into it. I've jumped in, and first things first, I tried to find Rarity and I could not find it for the life of me. And if you make music or do anything creative, when you're naming things, sometimes you just think of the first thing that comes to your head. And I've got R&B Loop 2020, and I don't even know if this is R&B. So that's the first blunder there. Yeah, so if you haven't heard Rarity yet, what are you doing? Why are you even here? Why have you come this far? Go and listen to it. The link will be below. But if you have, I'm going to tell you how it all started. So I was in self-isolation and I had ideas for 3 other songs, small ideas, medium ideas, but a starting block, and I didn't have a 4th song. And one night I was just messing around with some samples and there was a loop, and this is the loop I'll play for you now. And I just started bobbing my head really. And this was again just for fun. I wasn't trying to make an actual song. I just dig this. And from that, which I looped, I do this sometimes, and it rarely actually ends up in a song. But I just make loops for fun. I've got a lot of them, and only a few of them have really progressed all the way to full songs. What I did was then I just picked up the guitar and I added this. So I was really in my feels, and I just sat there playing that part. Again, just for enjoyment really. And that was the one loop, and that's pretty much the loop for a lot of the song. I didn't double track the guitar, but I copied and pasted the same guitar track, and then I just moved it, you can probably see, ever so slightly to the right, so it would have that separation. And then I panned this to the right and the other one to the left, and it creates this nice stereo image. So this is before any EQ or anything. I actually don't know really what I'm doing with EQ, I'm still learning. So I'll tell you what I could do confidently now, and that's the composition part that I did. So then I had that guitar part, and then from there, I think that's where the bass came in. Just trying to add to the loop for fun and really lock into the sample of the drums we had. At this point, again, didn't realise it was going to be a song until I do what I sometimes do, which I go for my memos and look for my lyrics, and I had this one particular line, and I just sang it.
Wow!
This is a rarity. How's I reading it? You're the center, it's hard to believe. And I really liked it, and it was hitting. Actually, the first thing I did was this. This is a rarity. But then I just delayed it to that like a count after, and it just really fit right. And I was like, there's something here. When I had that one line, I was thinking this could be a song. But then I thought I don't want to come straight in with the lyrics. I want something on the intro. So this is something that actually took me a while to actually get right. But I added this lead guitar part. It took me quite a while to get the tone right for that, and for it to sit right, because I've never really mixed lead for some home recording, because I've never really recorded lead properly to be on a finished song. For anyone that knows me, and any musicians that have played with me, I'm not a lead guitarist. I've come up with riffs, but never a lead, so it was kind of a new stretch for me. And then combination of making this song, and then also just wanting to do something new. That's why there's a long solo on my other song on this EP called Catalyst for Confusion, and I've had a couple of compliments on that, so that really meant a lot. So you know you said that really meant something to me, you know. So I'll show you where the first vocal is, where it comes in.
This is a rarity, and you're at the center. It's hard to.
And I knew that I wanted some harmonies there. So I always double track my harmonies now. I normally do 2 the same, and then at least 1 more, and it creates this lovely sound. So
this is a rarity, and you're at the center. It's hard.
You're at the center. So then I did double track that, so it's a fresh take.
And you're at the center. It's hard to
right,
believe.
and then I believe a high one.
And you're at the center. It's hard to.
So they might even be a little bit pitchy, but with harmonies, you know, you can just chuck them in. If they're a bit pitchy, once they come together, they sound great. So let's listen to that.
And you're at the center. It's hard.
I know it's my voice, so it's weird to be like, oh yeah, that sounds lovely, but that is objectively nice. It's objectively nice, and it's hard to deny that.
And you're at the center. It's hard to.
And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh my god, I'm making a song. I am making a song here, right now. And it got me really excited about it. I didn't really know where it was going, and I've never really made a song like this.
This is a rarity, and you're at the center. It's hard to believe that our ties will sever. Not a means to an end, but I can't pretend that I'll be in this forever.
Already sounding really nice, and that is basically the basis of the whole song. There's no other parts apart from the lead guitar bit in the intro and in the choruses. There's not much else in terms of parts. Just a bit of a backtrack. The only lyric I had is "This is the rarity, and you're at the center." So I took that lyric from my phone, and I kind of thought that's meaning that you're in a scenario right now that you know is very rare. You can feel that it's rare, and someone or something's at the center of it. And I was thinking, what would be the worst thing to happen in that situation? That sounds really negative, but what could happen in that situation? Oh, it could end. And then I explored that, and kind of accepting that some things do come to an end. That's what I was exploring with the lyrics of the song. So let's talk about this melody, which I think was one of the best vocal melodies I've made. The structure of the verses are basically a verse part, and then kind of like a pre-chorus, but then into a verse. It's almost like it's just one elongated verse with a couple of different melody changes, and then the chorus is just a guitar part. Because I feel like it didn't need words in the chorus aspect of the song. I think the verses lyrically and melodically already gave enough to the song. Again, this sounds really like I know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to unpack what I've made after I've done it. See, how bad do those harmonies sound out of context? Oh god.
In this forever, I could really use some time to just figure it out today. But my feelings convolute, I think it's best I keep them at bay.
So that's like a little melody change, and then it goes back to the previous melody, but for half the period of time.
We could just be friends, 'cause I can't pretend. I believe we'd be happy together.
So those that guitar part came back, but I really wanted something vocal in that area, so I just added these R's, and again, they're all stacked as I do, and I had to change the lead guitar part to work around these R's, or dadas. So they're just lingering in the back, almost like a choir, and just give the song a bit of width as well. So yeah, that's officially all the parts of the song. So what I did, as you can see here, this was one take. The original guitar take was actually one take. It was one take here, copied there, and moved slightly, so there would be a separation, so you can have that width. And then I just mashed them together. That's what I do a lot of. If I like that one take, I just put them together, and as long as it fits and it's smooth, and like I say here, just made a little amendment to the end of that bar just so it would go into the chorus properly. Just added that on at the end. So the interesting thing that happens with this song is my first ever key change in a song. This is why I've really enjoyed making this song, and I like talking about this song, because there's just there's a few things that I've never done before in this song. The feel of the song, using a fully sampled drums, not having vocals in the chorus aspect, and then a key change. Crazy stuff happening.
This is a rarity.
So that was a key change there. We start on the B flat.
This is a rarity.
And then at the end of the chorus, that ends on D minor 7. Then I climb up by doing E flat minor 7, and then an E minor 7. And what that does, I can then take that back. I don't know what this means theory wise. If you know theory, let me know. Then I'm ending up on the C instead of the B flat, which means I can, this is a rarity, instead of, this is a rarity. So what that does is opens up my vocals. It means I can show some different tones to my voice.
This is a rarity.
Those same harmonies come back now.
That's what makes this harder. It means something to me. Should I explain further?
So yeah, the only real change then, and big parts in the song we've got, is this little gap here that I leave for drama.
Feel I've already said enough.
Is the song over? No.
I could really use some time to just figure it out today.
Back into that melody that's, I think, is the catchiest part, quite memorable. Could be considered the chorus within a verse, but who knows. Last bit before the song goes into the last guitar part and then end, I'll do a lovely bit of falsetto, which I thought would be nice to end the song on.
I'm not fighting enough. That's not new for me. Cause when the doubt kicks in, it's not long until I resign.
I'm really having my John Mayer moment here. I don't know who the fuck I think I am. And that's Rarity. Yeah, I love this song. This might be one of the favourite songs ever made. And it's probably the simplest, and I think that really says a lot. This last little guitar note is actually on the pickup, this little note here. Which sounds ugly out of context. Yeah, so that note is actually all the way up here. Can't even play it. A bit more about what the song is about. Rarity. You're in a rare situation, or you've met someone rare, or something has happened, or you're experiencing something that's so amazing, but also you can tell it's rare, like it's just something about it. But then it's accepting that that might not exist forever. And then a part of it is also accepting that you as a person might not be the same person you are now forever, and you might not be in the same place, same headspace, or physically the same place. So that thing you've got to accept sometimes that it's going to end, or it might not happen like this again. And that is just the beauty of life sometimes, you know. Some things last for a while, some things are short. Doesn't mean they're not good. That's what I'd say. That sounds like I'm talking about something rude, but I'm not. But yeah, all I did, moral of this story, one guitar loop, mapped it out, did a key change, and obviously redid the guitar for the second half because that's when the key change happened. But again, I just did it once and looped it and just edited it at the end of bars if I wanted it to stop or have a different chord shape. Then I added the bass part to lock in to the drums, added this and made it sound a bit lo-fi at the start. Just for a little introduction, a bit of spice.
Let me add a little bit of spice.
Reverse cymbals here as well. I just took one cymbal take, reversed the take, and then put them together so it rised up and then hit like a normal cymbal would. And in context, I think you can hear it. It's just very subtle, and I think that's what is good about this song. And then the only little bit as well, something from Spitfire Labs, which is a free synth software. Just added that on the climb up for the key change, just again to add a little bit of atmosphere. Should be able to hear it now.
This is a rarity.
Again, these are all just very subtle things, but in terms of all my projects, this has got to be the simplest. My organisation probably isn't great, so if you're a producer, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can listen to the full thing in context, and I hope that was interesting and it made sense. I think I'm going to find out in the edit if it did. So thank you very much for watching. Cool, so thank you for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed learning about how I make a song and learning how I made that song in particular. Maybe I'll do another self-produced EP, we will see. I'm trying to work on it, but things are hard at the moment. It's been a hard year. I'm getting a bit fed up of being stuck inside all this time. We'll see if that happens. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you fancy it, check out my other videos I've done and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, check out my website and just have a listen to my songs, you know? That's why we're all here, isn't it? That's why I am. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.
This is a rarity. And you're at the center. It's hard to believe that our ties will sever.